welcome again to another edition of Bigfoot Weekly. Let's get things started with this short article that I found on BigfootEncounters.com about an E4 soldier or GI in 1977. Was the long and short of it, he was left by the side of a road with a truck that had broken down. He was to wait there with the truck until morning, till they could come back and get him and the truck. Well, at night while he was there, he saw a dark, huge giant, is what he said, covered in hair, and he yelled at it 3 times to stop and identify itself. It didn't, and he shot it pretty much like he was trained to do. It grabbed its chest and let out a yell, and it ran off into the forest. The next morning, when they rescued him there, came back for him in the truck, he mentioned, what had happened, and they did find blood on the roadway, and it was escalated to other areas of the government. I guess the Navy got involved as well. And the long and short of this article is that they found something kind of astonishing in the blood, and I guess it caused quite a stir. I posted this on my Bigfoot Weekly Facebook group, and it conjured up a lot of conversation. So it's interesting. It's short too, so it won't take long to read, and you won't believe what they found in the blood. Anyway, short article, good article. I'll post the link below. My good friend Nikki Cologne kicked off her new channel probably 3 weeks to a month, 3 weeks ago maybe. Southwest Squatching with Nikki, and she's got a handful of videos out now. And Nikki's not just a couch researcher; she's actually been out in the field and done some research, and has come across some interesting tree structures and things. And from what I understand, also she has another expedition planned for sometime early in 2014 to the Reynosa, New Mexico area, so that should be interesting as well. Anyway, check out her channel. I'll leave the link below.
Great, and we chase Bigfoot.
Anyway, Bigfoot chasers are back. They were gone for a couple, 2 or 3 months, and now they're back. I think this is the second video that they've made since they've been back. Short videos, a minute or 2 long, but well done, and I just find them funny as hell. Anyway, check them out. They're good for a laugh, that's for sure. Alright, this video, I think I saw a skunk ape, please help, has almost 36,000 views by now, so I'm sure most of you have probably seen it. This fella is capturing some video of what he believes is a skunk ape somewhere in Mississippi, and looks to be filming it from behind. At some point he gets scared and accidentally shuts off the camera, then gets it rolling again. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, I'll post a link below so you can take a look, but I'm sure many of you by now have seen it. So now the interesting thing is that Phil Poling of Parabreakdown did a breakdown of this video as well, and he does a good job of breaking down the video, stabilizing and doing other things to try to get to the bottom of what's going on. And this one is no different. So he does his breakdown of what he thinks this thing is, and offers his opinion there at the end, which is good. It's interesting. It's good. But MK Davis also did one on this very same video, and he really didn't offer much of his opinion either way. Toward the end, kind of leaves it for you to decide, but he did take it a couple steps further in breaking it down, slowing it down, stabilizing, and applying some different techniques that may render a different opinion of the video. And so, you know, take a look at the original if you haven't already. Take a look at Phil Polling's breakdown, and then MK Davis. MK only has less than 2,000 views on his breakdown, so it, you know, he doesn't have the views that Phil has. I think Phil has even fewer at 232. So look at those two, and then you can decide for yourself what you think. But I would look at those two first before you formulate an opinion. It's interesting. I'll post the links. This article came to me from Kim Bradbury Semmel, and it made its way onto national news. But what it is, it's a report of two men who were out hunting for Bigfoot, and one accidentally shot the other. And then they tried to cover it up, and then in essence 3 of them ended up getting arrested because their stories didn't jive, and they looked into what was really going on. But there were one was a convicted felon and wasn't supposed to have a firearm, so he went to jail, and I think the other guy went to jail for lying to police, and so did his wife. I guess it's not really funny, but if you're going to be hunting for Bigfoot, I guess you damn well better know what you're doing. In this case, these folks ended up getting in a lot of trouble. It's amusing, kind of. Check it out. I'll leave the link. The other day, I discovered this channel entitled Thinker Thunker, and I'm not sure the name of the channel owner, but it says he's a freelance writer, filmmaker, and animator, and does like digital composition, CGI, etc. And what he's doing is he's analyzing Bigfoot related videos, and he's got a handful already in his collection of videos. And he also did one on the skunk ape video. I think I saw a skunk ape. Yeah, he did one on that as well. Anyway, if you look at his stuff, it's really well done, and he's got some, you know, unique tools that he uses to get a better idea as to whether the video is authentic or not. And he's pretty good at it. He's very plain spoken, and I was intrigued with his videos. I watched a couple of them beginning to end, and so I wanted to share this channel with you because it definitely gives you a different angle from, say, another source, really, from what Parabreakdown does and what MK does. Well, he's only got 112 subscribers, so maybe he just started not too long ago and only a handful of videos. Anyway, I'm going to leave the link. Check it out. Thinker Thunker. Alright, this documentary came from the UK. Features Dr. Sykes and his work. Comes in 3 parts. First part is the Yeti, I guess, from the Himalayas. Second part is Bigfoot from the US, and the third part is the Russian version of the Bigfoot. I can't remember what it's called, the Almasty, I think. Or in any regard, I saw part 2, Bigfoot from the US, and I don't want to give too much away. The documentary is very well done. The American researchers don't, I don't know how else to say this, they just don't look very smart, or they're not painted to be very smart. It could be editing, I don't know, but Dr. Sykes takes back several or many samples to the UK for testing, and then brings back the results. And I won't, if you haven't seen it, I won't give it away. I posted this on my Facebook, Bigfoot Weekly Facebook group page, and JC Johnson commented, and I'm glad he did because this gives you some insight. Said that there were 110 or so samples that he had taken back with him. However, what he revealed in part 2 was not the results of all of the samples, only select samples. So it looks as there's more follow-up to be done there, or more work, or more to be revealed. And he may not reveal that until the end of his study, which is pretty typical. But anyway, check this out. I'm going to leave links to all 3 parts. Really well done documentaries. I'll leave the links. Check it out. Alright, that's all I've got for this week. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. I want to thank the subscribers that have been with me from the very start, and then those that have joined over the last several months. We're close to 1,000 subscribers, which to me just seems unreal. I also want to thank Kim Bradbury Semmel for this awesome logo. I don't know what I'd do without her and Nikki Colon. They've been such a huge help. Anyway, I took about a month and a half off, but it feels good to be back, and we'll talk again next week. Thanks very much.